All right, welcome into today's fitness challenge, my fitness enthusiasts. I am Tyler Marin. I'm here to give you a good core workout. Today's gonna be a fun workout. It's kind of a mix of core, a little bit of stability and balance, a little bit of cardio work too. Today is going to be a workout that will fit any fitness level. I'm gonna show you guys some good modifications for this workout. But let me give you a minute to get yourselves ready. Make sure you got a floor mat or something comfortable, a good surface to work with. That's all the equipment you're gonna need. Make sure you have a towel and some water so that you can towel off, get a sip of water when you need it. And let me introduce myself to you. Like I said, my name is Tyler, and I have been a personal trainer for about 10 years now. Graduated from Western Michigan University with my bachelor's degree in exercise science. I'm also a motivational speaker and a 3-time Paralympic athlete in the sport of goalball. So I've been a fitness enthusiast for a really long time. I love bringing these workouts to you guys just to get you moving and grooving and having some fun. So let me show you the exercises. Let me walk you through how these are going to be done. And if you're somebody who is very, very low vision, don't worry about it. I'm gonna do this in a very good described audio manner so that you will be able to follow along without a problem. I'm low vision as well, so this is my mission, is to make sure that I'm bringing accessible workouts to everybody. So video included for those of you guys who can see me moving, audio included for those of you who can't, so we can all do this workout together, all right? So without further ado, let's jump into our core cardio workout, and I'll show you guys some modifications to it as we go. There are 6 exercises in today's workout. Each one of them is gonna be a movement exercise that's based around strengthening the core in the midsection. Exercise number 1, we're gonna start off in our push-up plank position. Now, while we're in this position, a couple of things. As you get into a push-up position or a high plank, your hands are going to be right on the floor underneath your chest, just towards the outside of your ribs. Okay, common mistake that people make with this, they put their hands up here by their face. I want you to bring your hands in just a little bit, have them right underneath your chest. Your elbows are straight, your legs are straight, so the only thing on the ground here is my hands and my toes. My hips are the same level as my shoulders. Okay, so we don't want your buttocks way up in the air. We don't want your buttocks dropping down towards the floor, not pushing your hips towards the floor. Have them at the same level as your shoulders and squeeze your belly in super tight. You want to engage those deeper core muscles. All right. Now, your head, make sure you're looking towards the floor, not looking up ahead of you, because that's going to arch your neck back. You want to point your nose towards the floor, but retract your head up. Push the back of your head towards the ceiling to bring your neck and upper spine into alignment. Now for this exercise, so that's a high plank position. For this exercise, what we're gonna do, we're gonna widen the feet a little bit. So instead of having my feet about 6 inches apart, I'm gonna put them quite a bit wider, about 2 feet apart, so I get a good wide base. Now to do this plank row, we're gonna take one arm, you're gonna pull your elbow up by your rib and pull your hand kind of in towards the outside of your belly, and then put it back down. Then we take the other one, we pull your arm and elbow in like you're pulling something off the ground and trying to touch it to the outside of your belly, and put it back down. And you go back and forth, left, right, left, right. And as you do this, the key for this movement is to keep your back very straight and strong. Imagine that there's a glass of water on your back, and if you wobble and you move and you're twisting left and right, you're gonna spill that water. So when you're doing this exercise, your chest, your belly, your hips, your eyes, everything stays looking directly at the floor. Nothing's moving except your arms. Squeeze and march, okay? A couple modifications. If that one's a little tough, you can just stay with your hands on the floor, practice that plank position. And even so, if that is a little tough for you guys, which is totally fine, just work at your level, we can bring it down just a little bit and we can go to the knees instead of the toes, okay? So I've got my knees on the floor, my toes, knees, and hands all touching the floor. Key with this, again, don't let your hips come up or down too much. You want to push your hips forward just slightly so that you can draw a straight line between your knees, hips, and shoulders. And so from here you can, again, do that marching position. I'm on my knees and I'm pulling my elbows up to my sides, okay? That is a plank row. Exercise number 2, we're gonna do a fire hydrant with a sidearm reach. So simply put, we're on all fours, we're in our quadruped position, which is exact same hand position and head position as you did the plank, where your hands are right underneath your chest and shoulders, just a little bit wider than your ribs, your eyes and nose pointed towards the floor, your head pulled up. But instead of your hips being forward, now my hips are right over top of my knees. So my knees are directly underneath my hips. I've got all my weight straight down on my femur, so this isn't really challenging my core muscles. This is just a neutral position. My knees and toes on the floor, and the weight on my knees, hands, and a little bit on the toes on the tops of my feet. So to do a fire hydrant, literally what you're going to do is keep your knee bent to 90 degrees, and you're going to lift your leg straight out to your side. So you're going to, I'm gonna show you with my left leg to start with. My left leg is on the floor, and then I'm gonna lift my left leg out to the side. So I'm trying to point the outside edge, outside of my left leg, towards the ceiling. And as I do that, it's my glutes and hips that do the work to lift my leg out. And the reason they call this a fire hydrant, because that's how a dog kind of lifts its leg to go pee. So I guess if that imagery helps or disgusts you, whatever. Lifting your leg out to the side to do that fire hydrant movement, okay? Lift the leg out and then bring the knee back down. Just like that plank row, we shouldn't get a lot of twist and turn in the upper body. So as I'm lifting my leg out kind of towards you guys, keeping that knee bent 90 degrees, I'm not trying to turn and twist and look towards you guys. I'm keeping my belly, my chest, everything stationary, pointed towards the ground, lift the leg out to the side and back down. Now that's a regular fire hydrant. You guys want to do a little more work with it? Take the opposite arm and reach it out to the side. So I'm going to lift my left leg out and my right arm straight out to the side and then back down. So you go back to your starting position, then lift out and back down. Lift up and back down. I'm taking my left leg, lifting it out to the side, right arm, reaching it out to the other side. So this is a cross movement, and that's gonna challenge your back muscles a little bit more as well, okay? So with that, you can add in that little extra twist there. Next one, number 3, we're gonna go to a Froggy Crunch. Okay, so again, a couple modifications that I'll show you here. This one can be a little bit challenging, so stay with me on this, guys. I'm seated on my bottom. My head is up high, my back is straight, okay? You wanna start off in a good position for this one. Don't sit and round out your back and drop your chin towards your chest. Sit up super tall, like there's a string attached to the top of your head and it's pulling you up towards the ceiling. You're rolling your hips forward, pushing your belly towards your thighs. My knees are bent, my heels are on the floor, and my knees are bent, but my knees are only bent about just a little way. It's not like 90 degrees, it's a little straighter than that. So here's how we're gonna do it. Let's start off by drawing the feet in a little closer. So I'm gonna bend my knees farther. Okay, my feet are flat on the floor. My heels are about 6 inches away from me. I'm trying to sit up super tall. I'm gonna wrap my arms around my legs. So I'm kind of like hugging my knees, my legs towards my chest, okay? From here, I'm gonna rock back slightly so that now I'm balanced on my buttocks. The only thing touching the ground is my buttocks. My feet are just a few inches off the floor. My arms are wrapped around my legs tight, okay? Here's our starting position for a Froggy Crunch. To do the exercise, you're gonna try to stay up tall. Remember, keep that chest up high, head up high. You might wobble a little bit, you might lose your balance. Be sure if you roll backwards that you're not gonna bonk your head on anything. But here's how we're gonna do this one. You're gonna open your arms up. You're gonna straighten your legs out in front of you without letting them touch the floor. So I'm straightening my legs out, my heels are about 6 inches above the ground. And then you're gonna pull your legs back in and then wrap your arms around your legs. So it's almost like a frog kick where you're in a tight ball, your feet are just a few inches off the floor, you got your arms wrapped around your legs, balanced on your buttocks. Open your arms, kick your legs out, pull your legs in, wrap your arms around your legs again. Sit up super tall. Kick the legs out, pull them in. Kick the legs out, pull them in. So this whole time, I'm balanced on my buttocks, I'm opening my arms, kicking my legs out, and then squeezing my legs back in and wrapping my arms around my legs. Your chest, head, shoulders should remain pretty steady through this whole movement. So you don't want to wobble around a lot. You want to try to work on that balance. Cool, guys? So far, so good. The next one that we have, we're going to come up on our feet. So the last 3 are going to be standing up. First 3 are on the floor. Second 3 are up on our feet. Standing side leg balance, okay? Hands on your hips or off to the side if that's a little bit easier for you. And you're going to stand up on one foot. So I'm balanced on my right foot. I'm just going to lift my left leg straight out to the side. Left leg straight out to the side. Just balancing, lifting the leg out and coming back down. My legs are straight, my head is up, and I'm staying as stationary as I can. I'm not kicking my legs super high up in the air, just bringing it up about a foot or 2 off the ground, lifting it out to the side as far as I can reach and then bringing it back down. Oh, sorry guys, modification for the Froggy Crunch. If you're on the floor, this movement is a little bit tough. 2 different ways you can modify this. Instead of wrapping your arms around your legs and balancing on your buttocks, you can balance on your hands. So I'm leaning back, but instead of just being on my buttocks, I'm gonna put my hands on the floor, straighten my legs out and pull them in, straighten the legs out and pull them in. And even that, if that's a little tough, you can go one leg at a time. So I'm leaning back, I got my hands on the floor, I've got both feet flat on the floor about 6 inches away from my buttocks. I'm gonna extend my right leg out, I'm gonna pull it in. Extend my left leg out, pull it in. So my feet are flat, I'm gonna lift my right foot up, reach it out, and then pull it back in and put it on the ground. So a couple different modifications. It's quite a bit lighter if that's a lot better for your fitness level. Okay, exercise number 5, we have a toy soldier march. Standing up very, very tall, head is up high, elbows and knees stay straight. You're gonna raise your right arm out in front of you to about shoulder level. You're gonna bring your left arm back behind you as far as you can reach. Okay, so both elbows are straight. Got my right arm out in front of me, my left arm back behind me. And then you're gonna raise your left leg out in front of you to about waist level as best you can. So opposite arm and leg. Now come back to your starting position. Left arm up, right arm back, right leg up. Straight out in front of you. Elbows and knees stay straight. Come back to your starting position. Excuse me. So this is like a march in place. So I'm gonna go opposite arm and leg, raise up in front of you. The other arm comes back, and then you switch. Left, right, left, right. Toy soldier, march. So you're marching in place, elbows and knees stay straight. I've also heard people call this the German soldier march. Whatever works for you guys. Elbows and knees are straight, head is up high, switching back and forth. Very last one, and then we're gonna jump in, okay? So this last one here is called a pinwheel. Now I want to make sure that you guys understand this movement very, very well, because so many people do this exercise incorrectly, but it's a really good one if you can get it right. So your spine, the neutral position for your lower spine is to have that slight forward curve in your lumbar. That's something that we'll talk about in future workouts and programs. But just for now, know that your slight forward curve in your lower spine is important. So when we go into a pinwheel, what we're gonna do is we're gonna lean forward, we're gonna bow ourselves forward at the hips, we're gonna maintain that neutral spine, okay? So I'm going to be up tall, my feet are gonna be separated just a little bit. I've got my feet kind of double hip width, so not super duper wide, but wider than I would normally stand. My knees are just gonna be slightly bent, they're soft. Hinge forward at the hips by pushing your belly towards your thighs. So push your belly down towards the floor and then your chest towards the floor, but keep your chest up just a little higher than your belly. That'll help you keep that lower back arched into a neutral position. Now from here, reach your arms straight out to the sides with your palms facing towards the floor. Okay, so this is your starting position. You're almost like an airplane. You're reaching out to the side, your chest and belly pointed towards the floor. Eyes are looking at the floor about 2 or 3 feet ahead of you. And from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pivot. So I'm gonna turn my body, I'm gonna take my right hand, drop it towards the floor, my left hand towards the ceiling, and I'm gonna turn and look to my left with my chest. So I'm staying leaning forward, I'm just pivoting on the spot. Then I come back to center and I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna turn, I'm gonna pivot, put my right hand up, in the air, my left hand down towards the floor, pointing my chest to my right as I'm still leaned forward. And back down, and to the other side, and to the other side. So we're going back and forth, keeping that neutral arch of the spine. Right, left, right, left. So you're pivoting almost like a windmill or a pinwheel. There's a few different names for that. So that's gonna work on the muscles in your lower back and in your upper shoulders. And that's gonna help develop a little bit more strength in the glutes as well. So a few different exercises that we're gonna do. We're gonna go through 2 rounds of this workout, 45 seconds a piece. So we're gonna go ahead and get this started. I hope you guys are feeling good with this. I hope you guys followed along with that. And if you didn't, if there was a few descriptions that were a little bit, like I went through them kind of fast, remember that I am working on a fitness project right now. I'm developing an app with all audio-based workouts for people who are visually impaired. I'm looking at launching that project in the next several weeks. So when that resource comes out, there will be a lot of opportunity for you guys to pick up on these a little bit better. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get it started, guys. I'm gonna get my timer rolling so you guys get ready. We're gonna be down in our push-up position first. We're gonna do our push-up plank row. And get this set up. Okay, guys, let's get yourselves ready. And we're gonna begin in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Push-up plank position, row, and row. So again, as we're doing this, keep the back straight. Keep your nose pointed towards the floor, but your head pushing towards the ceiling. Retract it up. You shouldn't be shifting and moving a lot. If I put a glass of water on your back, there should not be a lot of spillage happening here. We gotta have steady, stable body. Try to keep the hands under your chest and put your hands down gently. Don't slam your hand into the ground. March, march, but do it gently. Control your body's movement. Squeeze the belly in. We got 45 seconds total. 1 and break. Good, okay. Okay guys, so the next one we are going to do is our hydrant, fire hydrant, sidearm reach. Let's go ahead and start off in our quadruped position. I'm gonna left leg out, right arm out. And begin, left leg out, right arm out. So we're just gonna do this one side, then we'll switch to the other side. At the end of this set, squeeze that belly and don't let your belly drop down towards the floor with that big arch. You want a neutral spine, right? That's the thing about your spinal position. You can have an extreme either direction. You can be too heavily arched or you can be too heavily rounded. So making sure that we're trying to stay neutral by squeezing that spine, squeezing your belly into your spine. Good, feeling this in the hips. Squeeze the belly. I like this one. Really works on those glutes. And perfect. So we're staying in our quadruped position and we're gonna reach out to the other side. Hands and knees. Okay, here we go. Set and begin. I'm doing my right leg and left arm, working across the back of the body, especially in the glutes and in the shoulders. That's a good squeeze in. Round 1 of this workout. Going by quick. Squeeze, lift, reach out to the side. Again, trying to focus on keeping the back straight and belly squeezed in tight. Nose pointed towards the floor, head lifted up. Good, guys, we're almost there. Almost done. And excellent. Okay, next one, Froggy Crunches. Go with that, whatever modification is good for you, whatever feels good. I'm gonna go the full version. You can dial down if you want to. Try to stay with me if you can. Sitting up straight, legs out and in, legs out and in, good. Sit up super tall. Remember, we're not trying to hunch over. We're not trying to bring your chest or your chin to your chest. You're trying to kind of look up towards the top part of the wall in front of you. Trying to push that belly up, Push your chest up. Extend the legs out, squeeze them in. Extend the legs out, squeeze them in. Legs out, in, out, in. Good. Come on, guys. Challenge yourselves. You gotta break a little second here. I'm gonna pause, deep breath, and then I'm gonna go. Out, in, out, in. As much as you can get in the 45 seconds that we've got. Almost there, and perfect. Okay, up on your feet. Standing side leg balance. So I'm standing up straight. I like hands on my hips. I feel like that challenges my balance a little bit more. I'm gonna lift my left leg straight out to the side. Left leg straight out to the side. So this one maybe is just a little bit more low key as far as like cardio. You're not kicking yourself all over the place. But you will definitely feel a good burn in the hips doing this one. And if you need a little extra support for this, if you feel like you're wobbling around a lot, you can go ahead and put your hands on the back of a chair, on the wall, on the counter, anything that's nice and stable. But I'd recommend that when you do that, real light touch, okay? Stay safe first and foremost, but just a real light touch on whatever you're doing, just to have a little bit of a reference point. Try not to grip and hold on to it. Good, pause, and we're gonna switch legs. That way you're challenging those muscles to do the work for you, okay? Other side. Deep breath in, stand up, and let's begin. Lifting the leg out to the other side. Balance, side, leg, lift. So with our legs straight, doing this side leg lift, standing up here, we're working a little bit more in the glute minimus. With the leg bent, when we were down in that fire hydrant position, working a little bit more of the glute maximus. There's a lot of different muscles that group up and work together in the hip abductors and adductors, in the core, the lower back. It's a pretty complicated system of pulleys and levers, but it's pretty cool because your body is very efficient. Your body is built very strong. We just got to take good care of it. All right, perfect. Toy soldier march, German soldier march, whatever you want to call it. And we are up straight, head up high, back is straight, elbows and knees stay straight. Going opposite arm and leg raised up in front of you, and then the other arm swings back. Opposite leg and arm, and the other arm swings back. You don't have to kick super high either. If you're bringing your leg out in front of you at like knee level, that's okay too. Try to swing it up a little higher. Try to bring it to the end point of your flexibility so that you're getting some cardio in, working that core as you kick the leg up, working the abs and the hip flexors. But you're also working just a little bit on dynamic flexibility, loosening up those hamstrings a little bit. This is a good warm-up exercise too. Set, almost done, and perfect. Okay, pinwheels are next. This will be the last one for our first set. We'll go one more round for today. Feet double hip width. I'm looking towards you guys this time so you can see that view. Back is very, very neutral, arms out to the side, and I'm pivoting back and forth. So what you guys should notice if you're able to see the video, but I'm gonna describe to you, my head is not really moving. I got my eyes towards the floor. My back is very straight, but my shoulders are pivoting around right and around to the left. Around to the right, around to the left. So I'm swinging back and forth. Right hand down, left hand up. Then left hand down, right hand up. Twisting, twisting left, twisting right. Twisting left, twisting right. But my head's not moving. I'm just rotating on that point. Pushing my belly towards the floor. And perfect. Okay, guys. Let's shake it out for a second here. That was round one. Grab a quick sip of water. Towel off a little bit. We're gonna go round two. And then of course, if you are a monster, you're in good shape, you wanna get some more of this in, you can just rewind the video. Do as many sets as you like. Do 5 or 6 of them, do 10 of them, I don't care. Go ahead and make it work. I'm gonna hit my timer again. You guys should be good. Got your sip of water, toweled off. and we are going to go back to our high plank row. So let's get it going. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, and let's do it. High plank, push-up plank, row. Good. Hands underneath the chest. Don't get those hips super high in the air. Keep your hips level with your shoulders. Don't want to drive them up too hard. Go. It's good, guys. March and march. Left, right, left, right. This is my cadence. You guys can go slower, you can go faster. You can take a break if you need to. Challenge yourself. But listen to your body, right? This should never be like, oh, ow, 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 it hurts. No, we're not going for that. We're just trying to challenge your body. A little burn in the muscle, that's great. Some good fatigue, totally fine. We're back to our fire hydrants. That's all good. Shouldn't be painful though. We're on our hands and knees. I'm gonna go left leg and right arm. Set, and let's begin. Left leg out, right arm out. Good. I'm just gonna stay on this one side. Squeeze and lift. Squeeze and lift. Squeeze and lift. Ooh, man. It burns a little. Doesn't hurt, just burns. It is that burning sensation is a buildup of lactic acid in the muscle groups. That is a very uncomfortable experience for many. But that definitely tells you you're working the muscle. And it won't hurt you either. There's 3 different triggers to muscle growth. Mechanical tension and pause, we're switching legs. Mechanical tension, metabolic stress, and exercise-induced muscular damage. And if I sound like a science teacher right now, it's because I cope with stress by spouting out facts. Switching legs, here we go. That's not really a true statement. I'm just trying to talk to you guys, feed you some information, make sure you know what's going on with your body. And right arm out, left arm. I'm sorry, right leg, left arm. Right leg, left arm. Kind of moving them simultaneously. I'm doing leg and arm at the same time. My right knee stays bent, but I'm kicking my left arm straight out to the side. Good. I guess you could bend that elbow too if you wanted to. Have your knee and your elbow bent. But either way, you're getting the same good movement here. Out and down, out and down. We're almost there, guys. A little bit more. And perfect. Okay. Flipping around to your bottom. We've got our Froggy Crunches. Again, go whatever, level, speed works for you. You can always come back to this video, challenge yourself to do more next time, that's fine. All right, here we go. We're starting. Good. Chest up, head up, belly up, look up. It's all up. What's up? All right, I'm done. Keep on going. Legs out and in, legs out in, out in. Okay. I like to count down sometimes too. You guys challenge yourselves. You think, okay, I'm gonna get 10 more. I'm not gonna start counting and throw you guys all off, but sometimes that helps too. I'm gonna keep going. I got 5 more. Come on, get 5 more. And you're not yelling at yourself. You're not trying to cut yourself down, but you're trying to support yourself. Set marks for yourself. Set mini goals. It's good. It's perfect. Up on your feet. Good. Next exercise. Twice on your march. Oh boy. Oh, standing side leg balance. Almost lost it. Standing side leg balance. You guys should never cut yourselves down in workouts. Shouldn't yell at yourselves. But it's okay to challenge yourself, right? It's okay to look at your numbers and come on, you can do this. Push yourself. Get a few more reps. It's good. You can do it. Be your own coach, right? Set little mini goals. We're going to talk about setting big goals and little goals. Okay, short-term goals. I'm going to complete this workout. Short-term goals. I'm going to get 15 reps in this set. Those are great. Long-term goals. I'm going to work out 4 times a week. By hook or by crook, I'm going to make it happen. Good, let's switch sides. This is all really important, guys. Working out is so much about what's up in your head as much as your body's ability, okay? Deep breath, we're going to the other side. Set and begin. It's good. Balancing on my left foot. Oop, lost my balance there for a second. It's okay. No big deal. I'm back up. I'm back in it. Back in the game. It's burning. We're gonna talk much more. Running out of breath. Leg up and down. Up and down. It's good, guys. Challenging yourselves. You can do all the push-ups and squats that you want, but if you can't balance and lift your leg out to the side, if you don't have any lateral strength, you're really in a world of trouble. You're asking for injury. Almost there, and good, okay. Toy Soldier March is the next one. We've got 2 exercises left, guys, and we're all done with this workout. Head is up high, arms and knees, elbows and knees stay straight, opposite arm and leg. Let's begin. Opposite arm and leg, kicking up and back, up and back. Good. Here is our second to last exercise. Don't get sloppy, guys. I know fatigue might be setting in, you might be feeling this a little bit, but I want you guys to stay focused, stay regimented. Think about your posture, keep your head up nice and high, keep your back straight, elbows and knees stay straight, opposite arm and leg, Toy Soldier. Up and up. Good, we're almost there, and done, good. Last one, pinwheels. I'm gonna have a side view for you guys on this one. Last one, feet are wide, push your belly towards the floor, head is up just a little bit higher than your belly, arms straight out to the side, and we pinwheel, 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 pinwheel. Left hand down, right, left hand down, right. Opposite hand goes up in the air. Last exercise here. And you guys will be in a good position today. You will have gotten in a good workout. Almost done. A few more seconds. Squeeze the back muscles. Keeping that belly pulled in tight. You're pushing the belly a little bit towards the floor, but you want to squeeze those muscles still. 2, 1, and done. All right, good job, guys. That is it for today. Make sure you hydrate. Make sure you drink some water. That's the same thing. Towel off and stretch out a little bit when you guys are done. Let's make sure that we make it a strong day. So many things that you can do to focus on your health and fitness. This workout today was just one thing that you can be doing. Hydrating, stretching, getting enough sleep, making sure you're taking good care of your body. There is so much other stuff that you guys can be doing to help take care of yourself. So we're gonna be talking about that as we go, but I hope you enjoyed today's workout. Make sure that you comment with any thoughts that you have. If the descriptions were okay, I like that feedback so I know that I'm on the right track. And if anything else, I watch them. I look for any feedback you guys have. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I will be seeing you guys soon. Let's change the way we look at it. It says revision training. Make it a strong day, guys.